not ready for that.
We vloggers. Let's just, I hate when vloggers just walk around like this. Like, with the camera, like, they're looking around and it's only their chin. It's funny. I need that angle of you. But, I don't know. We've been taking pictures this whole time. We've been in DeCordova with, is that the vlog? That looks like an actual knife.
It's a butter knife, you see.
You slather your butter.
Of toast. It's crunchy. That's why it was toast.
Speak loud.
Loud. So then you take your butter knife here and you just
So we here, DeCordova. We took some pictures. Yeah. Now we're shooting a video, because why not?
I found a stick that's a knife.
As you can see here, it says Aaron Curry. We have this nice man in a very awing pose. If you can see here, that's actually not his nose. That's a teardrop from his nose.
I think we found Squidward.
Oh, it's the next one. This is a depiction of joy. As you can see here, both of these men are very, very excited. You see the red, okay? You see the red here. Okay. You see the red. This guy, that's actually happiness oozing from his brains. This dude on the side, he's not actually a person. He's a child. And they're conjoined at the middle, and they have only one set of legs which they share between each other. This is depicting how the duality of man, because there's two men here. Except one's not a human, it's a child. That's done with this happiness exhibit. This one is depicting depression. As you can see, the blue. The blue is the ice-cold heart of nothingness.
Hello, stranger.
I have a quiz for you. What is this called? Right here. What is this called?
That's the lid. No cap.
I don't know why. I can't keep a straight face. I don't even have to keep a straight face. I just have to make not noise. Not make noise.
I have to make not noise. That's being quiet. That's being quiet. What am I doing with my life?
Well, that concludes the interview.
The unsuspecting prey.
This is the smooth bark, the longest piece of it in the world. It spans up about 5 feet tall, if you can see up there. So moving on. Next we have tree. Next we have gravity-defying lock. Okay, here's the next art installment. As you can see, it's a live exhibit of party goers that have died. The next exhibit we have here is the Leaning Tower of Pisa. It's not quite leaning, but as you can see, if you change your perspective from here to here, it's leaning very much. And actually, if you get close to it, objects near it start to lean as well. So if I just walk up here, you can see, and you tilt, I'm leaning as well. As you can see, this is one of the more dangerous interactive exhibits. You see, it takes a fully grown human like me, who lifts 7 times a week, a lot of effort, this man right here, he's very deranged, deranged, troubled young man. What are your thoughts? Thank you for your thoughts. As you can see, with this whole mask situation, you can't see whether or not I'm talking. You just hear the audio and connect it to the blowing in and out of my mask and thinking about if it's going or not. As you can see here, this is the water table. Because if you come closely in a second, you'll see that the ripples here are like water, even though it's stone. I see many people staring at me right now. But here, you can almost swim on this. As you can see, this lovely statue here. This statue is a depiction of Abraham Lincoln. You can see as most of the blades go upwards, showing Lincoln's honesty. And because it's black, you can see his suit and the top hat right on top. It shows 4 legs because of how stable he was on his honesty. And the gears underneath is just the brains that fell out when he died. Because, you know, his brains got shot out, you know. You can see here are 3 depictions of leaves. Because it's autumn or spring or something. But basically, usually you take pictures of leaves. Sometimes they're on the ground, sometimes they're in the air. Anyways, these are big ones that just don't go away year-round. So it gives you a chance to experience spring, fall, and autumn during the winter and summer.
Did you say spring, fall, and autumn?
Yes.
As if spring, fall, and autumn are different?
Yes. No, fall and autumn are the...
You're actually going to argue with me about that. This man here is going to argue with me that fall and autumn are different.
As you can see here, there are many leaves, which is a nice sign of water. And as you can see out here, you see a watershed, which is it's also a nice sign of water. So, if we continue along the path, I will give you some watershed facts. 1, it is not in fact water. 2, there's actually no shed to be found anywhere. So I don't know why they have a watershed labeled here, but it's a nice path nonetheless. So you can see here, the watershed stops. The watershed stops, but the water actually keeps going, so that's a false sign. There's some nice rocks here. It's another good sign of water. You can see here are 2 structures built by the ancient Egyptians when they found this place. And they actually were very good at using water. This is the old city of Crete. Basically, it's an Egyptian word that the gypsies used to name their cities. You can actually even see here, it says a farming area. This is the area they farmed because it's a little bit closer to the watershed in which they stored things. And actually, if you see up there, up here, that's a recreation or interpretation of the depictions of a watershed. This is the Great Slide. This is where those gypsy Egyptians used to perform sacrifices to heavy, fast-moving objects. What those objects were are unknown still, but they're believed to be either big trees that have been curled up into knots. So as we move down, you can see it's not very steep, but over the long course of the journey of the slide, you can gain speed. If I start to gain speed, oh, I'm getting speed. I'm getting speed.
No.
This is lots of speed. This pole right here signifies where the sacrifices used to happen. This is about enough speed to create the sacrifice flat. This drain right here is the divot that they created to wash out all the sacrifices once they made the sacrifice. They just covered it here so people could walk on it. If you come look closely, These are some Egyptian markings that have lasted through the through time and the rain and stuff. And because the watershed really doesn't have any water in it, this hasn't washed away. Only the rain has kind of gotten the edges. You can see here, this is a children's play area. They had games here, which they did not depict the rules of, but they definitely counted all the good times that the children had. It was mostly played by around 14 to 7-year-olds.
Why did you go down in range?
Okay, so these are 16th century aristocratic records that concludes the tour of DeCordova Museum. Please check it out if you're in the Australian area.
Especially if you're in the Australian Air Force. Good day.
Yes, you guys get free entry. Goodbye. Okay, so we're back. This is not the end of the video. We're in the H Mart parking lot. It's like in between.
What defines a tree and a bush?
Oh
Where's
my
the
gosh.
difference?
What is the difference? Because bushes also have stems. So, this is us laughing, and we're curing your depression. Okay?
Approved by the FAA.
Go to H Mart if you can.
As soon as I speak, you pull it away from me.
Alright,
start talking. Something interesting. In 3, 2, 1, go.
Hank.
What? What's a...
I was trying to push out too many words at the same time.
Push out? You're just like, you're constipated with your word order. You have to like... go.
What do you think of this quote? I cheated
Oh.
through all my tests.
I thought quotes were supposed to be like funny, not factual.
Any thoughts?
I'm hungry.
I'm hungry too. Would you want to get something to eat?
There's a Five Guys over there. I would have Five Guys.
Okay, my treat, yeah. Let's call it a date. People staring at us. Oh gosh.
I don't know how I feel about that.
I feel great.
There was a mask on. It's okay.
There was a mask on. It's not gay. We had face socks on. With face protection. Oh my gosh. Okay, we should yeah. Okay. Change of scene. Okay, so wait. I can't even see the snap. Here, look. Clap. Okay, so hopefully the audio is sunk by now.
You say it was sunk?
We're still here in the H Mart parking lot. We switched places with the camera. Now we're in frame. I get slightly uncomfortable, as you would if someone's just staring at you. Also, filming stuff happens to be kind of awkward. Stop what you're doing and subscribe and like and